Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. It's hot, it's sticky, it's August is here, so it's only going to get worse as we get toward the end of the month. It could turn your basement or your crawl space into an absolute mess, a breeding ground for mold, mildew that can fill your vent work, unless you have crawl space encapsulation done. And the folks to do it, Southeast Termite and Pest Control. Get to their website, check it out for yourself. Give them a call this week. Matthew Haynes and his team are tremendous. You'll never deal with friendlier people. You'll like them so much. Southeast Termite and Pest Control, that's the group I use, and I would highly, highly recommend them to you. SoutheastTermite.com to learn more. Okay, I'm going to be kind of quick in this segment because I want to get to our officials who've been kindly waiting for us to finish our nonsense. Now is the time of year when we're all certain who's going to be good, who's going to be bad, who's got the easy schedule, who's got the tough schedule. Well, I wanted to see the coaches poll came out this week. So I thought, well, let's look back the last three coaches poll and see how they've done just with SEC teams. So let's take a look at the graphics. All right, 2023 on the left. All right, that's last year. That's the preseason at Georgia, Alabama, LSU, Tennessee, Ole Miss, Texas A&M. And then the final ranking, Texas A&M wasn't ranked. Missouri wasn't ranked to start the season, and they wound up number 8 in the country. Look at 2022. Oof, bad. They got Alabama and Georgia right, but, they're pets that could get Alabama and Georgia production.
What's in ours?
Texas A&M, Kentucky, Arkansas, Ole Miss, none of them finished ranked, whereas Tennessee went all the way to 6. LSU, Mississippi State, Carolina were all ranked. 2021, they missed on a couple there. They get the numbers right, but they don't seem to know who the guys are that are going to be filling those numbers. So my question to you guys, well, let's take a look. 2024 poll. Let's flip to the next one. Here's what they came out with this week. They're the SEC teams, and I put NC State in there as well just so you'll see where Tennessee's other ranked opponent is. You got Georgia at 1, you got Alabama at 5, Tennessee is 15th, Oklahoma 16, NC State 22. You see the rest of the SEC's guys in there. All right, so quick answers here. We got about 3 minutes, so keep that in mind. Quick answers. Who are we wrong about?
Ole Miss and Oklahoma are too high. A&M is too low. A&M is a loaded roster and a pretty easy schedule. Ole Miss is going to lose, I think, 2 games. That game to Georgia and LSU, and then Oklahoma again. You don't have an offensive line.
Missouri's rated too high. They've lost Cody Schrader, who's a great running back, and they also lost their defensive coordinator.
I think everybody's also going to be looking for them. I think Tennessee got a little dose of that last year.
Yep.
So I think they are going to be set up to be this year's Tennessee, where they take a little bit.
Right.
Doesn't mean they're going to be bad. Just means they're going to take a little step back.
It's the easiest schedule probably in the league. Is the
That's
one
true.
thing they have in their favor. I look at LSU.
If we're right about everything else.
Yeah, we're
Go
right.
ahead.
I look at LSU. You're replacing a Heisman Trophy winner at quarterback. You had 2 receivers, first round draft choices in the NFL. Your secondary has been terrible. You brought in a new defensive coordinator. Brian Kelly's going to throw his players under the bus. I just don't see them finishing.
They have great talent in the secondary, though.
Yeah, they have great talent. Yeah.
I'm going to go with you've got Missouri ranked a little bit too high. Ole Miss, I just kind of hope you have them ranked too high. But I'm going to go with on that list. I thought Missouri was the one that looked like they were probably a little too high based on what they lost from last year's team.
Yeah, can I throw out Auburn?
I was going to say,
season in the top 25.
I was going to say, that was my next question. The coaches always miss one who climbs in there, at least one. I was going to say, is it Auburn?
It's Auburn.
Too,
yeah, they're in the blue chip
If they
ratio.
can find a quarterback.
Yeah, they were toe-to-toe with Georgia and Alabama last year.
I think Auburn is the one that's going to wind up
I
ranked.
agree with that. Yep.
Okay. All right. Very good. So now we can't
You know
say
what?
we're wrong about it because we're right about
You
it.
see how smart we
I
is?
also wouldn't sleep on Florida potentially getting into the lower part of the top 25.
Toughest
Just
schedule in
simply because
America,
they got
though.
talent.
They do have talent.
They got talent. And maybe something happens and they end up winning.
Yeah, maybe some of
8 games.
those tough teams on their schedule aren't as tough as we think going in. Okay. When we come back, 3 former SEC officials join us. We're going to chat about the state of officiating and a whole lot of other stuff. Officiating, the next 2 or 3 segments. Come on back on the Sports Source.